by the word of the Lord were the heavens made. Ich like tomorrow. Your pain, be my lead. Me not care, man. Luke? Are you awake? Boker Tov. Did you doze off too, Luke? Doctors shouldn't fall asleep on their patients. But it's morning anyway, isn't it? Can't even hear the Roman roosters down here in this solitary confinement cell. Luke, am I getting hard of hearing? Will you speak up? I said it is morning, isn't it? Did Demas bring word on Nero yet? Yes, this morning. Wake up, Luke. My final hearing is at dawn. I specifically instructed Demas to bring us word on Nero before the guards come for me. He told you about Pudens and Claudia, didn't he? Their informants are going to try to find out Nero's private reaction to my first defense speech. Demas hasn't even been here since yesterday. Lucas. You are a friend who sticks closer than a brother. What fools for God we doctors are. Me, a Jewish doctor of the law of Moses. You, a Gentile doctor of the body. I can just see you now, with your most unwomanly white beard and this pregnant bulge under your cloak. It's a miracle you were able to slip this past the gate. Did you know this is genuine Algam wood? Algam wood! Yes. Like King David's harps in the temple. Oh, I had a dream last night, Luke, about the song I taught Silas at Philippi 15 years ago, and about the earthquake when God rescued us from prison. Then I woke up in prison again. There's nothing like music to lift your spirits, Luke. But I don't play just to old Saul like King David did to my ancestor Saul. I make melodies in my heart to the Lord. When I was first shown my sumptuous quarters, the pungent smell made me think some Roman latrine drained down here. Then slowly I began to get the picture. This is a Roman latrine. Nero, Nero, you subtle poet, you're trying to tell me something. Here's a line for you. Oh, to awaken the morn to the smell of human waste and the pitter-patter sound of soft little feet, little rats' feet. And this bread they gave me already has a generous supply of green mold on it, which appears to be alive. The baker obviously doesn't know whom he's feeding down here, Luke. Or maybe he does. I think I'll call this place Hamalon Haklumnikim. What? That's Hebrew, doctor, for the hotel good for nothing. The chef should be informed that I am a dignitary who has dined in the filthiest dungeons in the Roman Empire. I am used to the vilest trafe under heaven, and I demand to know if this is the worst he can do. Yet somehow, Lord, when I think about you, This dungeon makes a fitting apostles' scriptorium. We are the scum of the earth. Doctor, what do you think of my first trial? My first trial. You were awake, weren't you? I asked for a lawyer and you give me a doctor. Did you notice the puzzled look on Nero's face? For a 28-year-old god, he certainly doesn't know much about Judaism. How do you explain Judaism to a demon-possessed madman, Luke? By letter. Yes, I wish I could. What do you suppose Nero's thinking? I don't think he does either. Why has God made Nero, of all people, the world's final authority on what is and is not the true Jewish faith? I'm not saying that, Luke. Granted, Judaism is a legally protected religion, and Caesar is the final judge of the Roman Supreme Court. But Nero, you wouldn't know a good moil from a bad boil. It must have made some impression on him, though. Otherwise, why did he send me back into custody? Or even give me another hearing this morning? A mere routine procedure, you think? I know. But, so, very shortly, I shall either be declared guilty and be beheaded, or the death sentence will be commuted and my life will be spared. But what have I done? The charges are utterly ridiculous. What crime have I committed against the Roman government or the Jewish temple or my own Jewish people? I put it to my fellow prison rats. Stop trying to sneak a bite of my last piece of bread and answer this question. How about it, cellmates? Is the Jewish high priest right? Do I look like a treasonable, heretical rabble-rouser? Me, the Apostle Paul. What's the verdict, my red-eyed jury? Even these rats know I'm in for more time than they are. It's hard to believe, Luke. For the last 8 years, most of the time, I've been living in prison. Time is running short. We've got to finish this letter to Timothy. Is your stylus sharpened, Luke? And please, Doctor, write legibly. I asked for a scribe and you give me a doctor. Oh, Timothy, my son Timothy, how I wish you were here. You have been like a son to me in all my trials. How little time there is. So much to write you. I miss you so much, Timothy. With a sad longing like God has for his son Israel. Will I never see you again in Ephesus, my son, or here? Lift this sorrow from me, Lord. I've lost too much. I've come too far. Don't let me fall into bitterness now. Where is God, my Maker, who gives songs of deliverance in the night? Luke, I have no one like Timothy. Selfless, full of concern and loyalty. But he's so young and timid. The false teachers and the troublemakers in Ephesus are violent men. Alexander the coppersmith will make a stew pot out of him. Hashem Rabbono Shalom. If I die this morning, is this how I must leave all the congregations you gave me during my ministry as an apostle in Ephesus? To a soft-spoken young Jewish man, not even 35 years old? Timothy, my successor,